Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Roadrunners will put total leather and we'll get started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Give to the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, XY.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the left. Runs through the tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got a man, it's King. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here's the pressure. Safe completion on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Right now, boys. Let's go! Let's go!
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Roadrunners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Come on, set!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That's reeled in. It's Pringle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down.
29 Philly.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. Touchdown time. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That's caught. It's carry on. Push down for the tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Unloads it left. That's caught. It's carry on. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Russell. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. These corners backing off a bit. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. A little release to the back. There he goes. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Pressure coming. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Carry-On. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Roadrunners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite.
Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 21 over NC State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Montgomery. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
UTSA 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They'll try the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Snagged in the middle. It's carry on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. Knocked off his feet.
Quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And that is no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The run from the shotgun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Grab near the marker, it's Miller. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. The short hands, it's Miller. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air on 2nd down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Going to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Sends it back in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tide trying to convert on third down as we start the fourth. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football.
Turning it on! And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point splits the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44.
First and 10.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
29 Bill.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. A great catch and run for 6.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Miller. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. He's got an open man. Got enough space. Touchdown tie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Quarterback may change this route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Roadrunners want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. Fires left. It's complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Fires on the move. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Defense in press coverage. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. At the 10, he's got room. Into the secondary on the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And how about the big run? When you're backed up near your own end zone, you're just trying to get out. You're trying to get breathing room. Now he breaks off the run. Dude, now I'm trying to score. I went from being backed up inside my own 10 to now I'm inside their 10 in the score zone. Let's get weird.
That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Roadrunners in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's carry on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Fires one high and deep. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.